Good morning, everyone. Just sending a text real quick to my buddy Fuzzy Ismet to let her know that I'm streaming. Looks like new weapon skins are available in the Creation Club. Let's see, I am focusing mostly on the Minutemen. I'm trying to get Preston to idolize me. I'm trying to do Minutemen missions. To move on to the next things. Where am I? Alright, it looks like I just claimed this place here. Let's see where I could go to sell stuff. Grey Garden's probably my best bet. Actually, no, the Drumlin Diner is my best bet. Point ourselves at the pond here. Oh, it still wants me to make a beacon. It lights up like a blinking beacon! Said Yukon Cornelius. I've been watching Christmas a lot here with the two littles. My older daughter, who is 4, is a big fan of the new Frosty the Snowman. Of course, I grew up with the one from the 60s. Okay, I can't tell who's fighting over here yet. They made a new one, I think, in the 90s. Oh, it's the two arts. Wow. I guess we can loot Art's body, anyway. It looks like the two of them managed to take out at least one Mirelurk. I guess we'll find out which Art survived. He did not have a synth component. I mean, synth Art lived. I don't even see him now. Hi, monkey. I don't like getting blowed up. I'm allergic to dying.
Yes.
Ooh, a fusion core. That's not a bad prize. Steel. Race cars. Aluminum cats. Magic floating can. Thought that was the people for a little bit. Would you look at that? There's a note to Tweez by the door. If you're reading this, you're an idiot. This is the last time I tell you we're locking the door. Use the entrance to the next to the sewer wipe. Sewer wipe. Use the entrance in the sewer pipe, Tweez. Would you look at that? There must be a sneaky way into some sort of bad guy hideout in a sewer pipe. Good morning, Darkface. How are you? We're walking very slowly to the Drumlin Diner. And then we'll probably go set up our radio beacon to make Preston happy. Hopefully we'll sell enough at the Drumlin Diner to walk back to Sanctuary, fast travel style. I guess I'll have to wait till later to go in that sewer pipe and disturb the raiders. Water juice. An eventful week for us. How is your back? Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you get better.
That gizmo of yours is buzzing for a reason. Radiation.
Hush up, Preston. Good luck. Sounds like you might be getting more happy pills. I know. I know. Bugs the heck out of me. Uh-oh. Shut up, Gunner. You don't see nothing. See? You're just dead.
Something's out there. Hold up. There you are.
I totally shot him multiple times. I guess I have to shoot him more directly. Hold still, you. Okay, now I gotta find all these corpses. Generally, yeah, they're better armed if nothing else. There's a guy running up to me whose arm I shot off. That must be him. I know I'm gonna miss some of their stuff. Stupid gunners making things tough for my buddy Dark Phase. What were they thinking? They're all hiding in the bushes. I'm not gonna find their bodies, because there's so many of them. I had to keep killing-izing them. Sure, I'm gonna miss some. That would be awesome. I remember on, oh, what was it? Diablo. The second Diablo had a button you could hold down and it would make loot and bodies light up. Well, basically loot and loot containers. Which, of course, bodies are loot containers. I can't whirlwind sprint. Check out this bus. I'm gonna have to kill all the gunners. There's a cabin over there. I'm not gonna accomplish anything today. What kind of food do I have? I'm a little injured. I should probably take care of that. I need to cook. Now the bus is bust. That's no good. Being all empty when I want it to be full. What was it thinking? I know, lazy bus. You're just a traitor, I'll sell you something. Not even a suitcase.
I buy and sell. Just put up everything you got, and let's see if we can make a deal.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let's get rid of some of this nonsense. Let's forget about those. I'll keep raw meat to cook just to make it easy healing when I'm earlier in the game. But beyond that, I don't bother with it. Just don't really see the point in it. You tell him, Preston, not Preston. I can move again! We're gonna fast travel to Sanctuary and get rid of some other stuff. And we'll come back and kill those gunners, 'cause they got me thinking about them. Well, I do make refreshing beverages, but that's a chemistry, not a cooking. Those refreshing beverages are way better than Stimpaks. And they radiate, refreshing beverages get rid of radiation and heal you. Wrong button.
Hell of a team.
We make an awesome team, Preston. No, shut up. Ah, see what I did there? I'm hilarious. Oh, and Carla's here. It's like Christmas, except completely different. Run way over here and do some cooking. You're gonna roast. Oh, whew. I was gonna start trying to catch things. I don't know what meats I need to catch things to make aminal cages. Aminal cages. I was gonna get that silly trophy about making all the cages. So let's see what we can do. A cat cage. No dog cage. A mole rat cage. No mutant hound cage. A feral ghoul cage. A gunner cage. An insect cage. A raider cage. Oh, no super mutant cage. A yogi cage. Oh, look, I've already started making cages. I caught a cat. Come out, little kitty. Come out, little kitty. Meow. Okay. What kind of cage is this? Mole rat cage. Well, I guess I'll have a couple more rat cages. I need to build a beta wave emitter. Didn't I just level up? Gotta remember how to do this stuff. I need Wasteland Whisperer and Animal Friend. I don't particularly want either of those, but if I'm going to do all the cage nonsense, I need them. So let's see, here is a cooler. We can store cage food in a cooler. So, I need I've got the cat cage, I've got the mole rat cage, so I need canned dog food and Brahmin meat. No. Transfer some canned dog food and Sorry. I've been playing more Skyrim lately. Canned dog food. My canned dog food must be in here. It makes a much better place to store the stuff anyway.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good.
Okay, so put my Brahmin meat in the thing.
Right now.
Feral Ghoul, Gunner, Insect, Raider. So who am I missing? Gunner, Insect, Raider. Super Mutant also needs Brahmin meat. I think that's the Yaogwai cage? That's a Yaogwai cage. Is it? Yes. Okay, it's a Yaogwai cage. So I need carrots, and stingwings, and Mirelurk eggs. I was just by Mirelurk nests. I just saw like a dozen Mirelurk eggs. Yaogwai meat, razor grain. Okay, so Yaogwai meat, stingwing, and carrots. Yaogwai, stingwings, and carrots. Oh my. Yaogwai, stingwings, and carrots. Okay. Of course, Carla's left. Come back, Carla! I want to sell you things!
Huh?
Carla,
Hey there. Trading?
I sure am, Carla.
let's see what you have.
You break it, you buy it.
I'd have it no other way. Okay. I'll give you money. 'Cause I'm nice like that. Still using 45s. I could have bought a couple 45 rounds. Oh well. I'm a tremendously nice person, and don't you forget it, Carla. Okay. Let's get some Mirelurk eggs and some gutters. Excuse me. Dang, I've been playing for half an hour already. We got our first snow of the year yesterday. I told the girls once it snowed enough that we couldn't see the grass at all, we'd break out the sleds. We have not yet reached that point, but that is what I told them with my mouth.
Think I got something over here.
Gonna be a good fight!
Found
That wasn't nice at all. I bet you there's one right by me. That was not nice, Super Mutants. Just because I went and shot you while you were minding your own business is no reason to attack me. Now where's the Super Mutant Suicider? He's the one with the good loot. I'm guessing I know roughly what it means, but we'll see what the Super Mutant note says. Probably like, go kill things. Yep. Oh. Our dragon Tootsie had some problems.
We've got
We had a lot of wind the other day.
Damn it, where are they?
And that took care of the dragon. It blew the dragon off. We have a 8.5 foot Christmas, inflatable Christmas dragon named Tootsie. And the, basically we had a windstorm and she got blown away. Like, she had been blown away earlier in a stiff breeze with the stuff that she came with, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. So I had, like, 12 tent pegs holding her down in various points, because she's got a little box with 4 feet, so I had 2 tent pegs holding down each foot, and then 2 tent pegs holding down each of her guidelines, whatever. And was that what saw me, or is there something else? That must have been what saw me. So I'm like, if she blows away, then that's a stiff breeze. And guess what? It was a stiff breeze, and she was just completely gone when I got up in the morning. So I had to go out in the dark and find her. Which, fortunately, she had just, like, blown around the house and then got caught in the leeward spot of the house. So she was just around the corner, because we have it used to be a porch that sticks out, and then it turned into a more than porch. They made it into, like, a front room, the previous owners. Or previous, whatever, owners. So it's kind of like a little room, which Fuzzy's taking over for a sewing room, but right now it's the Christmas tree room. But it sticks out like a front porch. You would expect a front porch to stick out, because that's what it used to be. And she just got blown around the corner of that. So I found her, So I went to Ace, and I'm bad at all of them.
Where'd they go?
Because there is an Ace Hardware within sight of the house. They've never been my first choice, but they are now because I can walk there in all of 2 minutes. I found all the stakes. The stakes, none of them had ripped up. They just shifted enough for the base to come out, and then the guidelines actually snapped. The lines that hold her upright, the dragon, those had actually just broken, the actual lines themselves. So between Ace and Meyer, I bought those spiral stakes you use to hold in dogs, like for a dog leash, for people who tie their dogs out. I bought 6 of those. So I've got holes in the 4 feet attached to those stakes with steel wire. And then I have steel cable attaching the guidelines are braided steel cable wrapped in plastic attached to 2 more of those stakes. So I've got enough stakes to hold a 360-pound dog in the ground. So, if she pulls out now, then she's just gonna become an inside dragon. Hello, terrible person, how are you? If you're not a terrible person, I'm sorry, but, Nazis are terrible people, and it looks like you have those sorts of proclivities.
Nice.
First try!
I don't know a thing about these old computers.
Well, that's good at least. I'm just playing. Oh, I am well aware of the old meanings of swastikas. Unfortunately, the Nazis ruined that for everybody. Because in most places, it has just been completely subverted by the Nazis, who are terrible, terrible people. They ruin swastikas for everybody. By getting a lot of the people killed? You'll have to excuse me. That's my babysitter. I'm going to turn this off for a little bit. The microphone, I mean. Maybe. Yeah, well, that doesn't sound like a healthy pursuit. I work nights on Friday. My wife works this time of day, but she works a lot closer to the babysitter. Yay! I'll get in that fight. She works a lot closer to the babysitter, so she drops the kids off on the way to work and then picks them up when she leaves work. Ouch. Somebody's got a railroad gun. There are things you can do to... I realize at your age your options are somewhat limited as to what you can do. But there are things you can do to make your life better. For instance, I would not sell drugs, because that's probably illegal, and getting arrested will definitely harm your prospects. There are people who care about you. I don't know anything about you, but I know that much. Jail time is no fun, but it also makes it really hard to find a job later. That's a really disturbing thing to say. We don't need more mass shooters. We need much, much less mass shooters. I have to look up resources. See, your mistake is that you say your life doesn't matter. But your life does matter. Everybody's life matters, including the people you want to kill. There is nobody whose life does not matter. I encourage you to go back in. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one too. Because human people are omnivorous. They're designed to eat meat and vegetation. All the vegetation eats animals. And without a lab, you would not be able to live without eating meat. Because there is no other way for a human being to get vitamin B12 besides eating meat is the easiest way to do it. But the only other way to do it is to eat B12 that's been grown in a lab. Which, while it doesn't involve directly meat, I'm glad you found something you can believe in. Are you just trying to push people's buttons? I'm starting to get that impression that that's your intent. And if that's the case, I request that you leave. If you can tell me the state you live in, I will give you the number for a suicide prevention line. Which, if you're interested in killing yourself, I would love to do. If you're just gonna start spouting Nazi propaganda and nonsense, then please go. I've already got a resource up on my tablet, so I can look up a phone number for you as soon as you tell me where to look up a phone number for. And I encourage you to seek help if you are suicidal.
You've got to have something there you don't really need.
Preston, I don't have anything that I don't need. I need everything. Every last thing. Well, see, that's where you're mistaken. If you are completely unchangeable, then you are a coward. If the only way you can see to let yourself out is to kill a bunch of people and yourself, then that's not being brave. Being brave is trying to do some change for good, little man. Like I said, if you tell me where you're located, I already have a resource up and I will look up a number for you for suicide prevention. fairly certain Darkphase, being a real life person, has fought through some issues before. I know I've fought through some issues before. There's always hope. I don't think he was serious either. Maybe about the whole mass shooting thing, unfortunately. I've known people like that. Every Sunday I read Post Secret. When I was in college, one of my classes, we had to do a family journal. Basically, we had to talk about and present to class. Of course, we weren't supposed to do anything we were terribly uncomfortable with. But it was, basically, tell us about your life. And one of the ladies who was there in my class, I don't know if you're familiar, kind of got swept under the rug of the country. But many moons ago, basically people wanted to get rid of all the natives, and they tried to do it by attrition. So native children were rounded up, sent to schools away from their families, forbidden from learning, like speaking their native tongues, and basically taught to be good little drones for the country. And one of the people in my class, I went to college in northern Michigan, so there was a lot of natives there, Native Americans. There was a Chippewa, Sioux Chippewa tribe was based there, I think. But anyway, one of the ladies who was in my class was actually one of those kids who was taken away from her family as a child, put in essentially an institution, forbidden from practicing her beliefs, forbidden from speaking her native tongue. They were not nice to those kids. And she lived through it and was working on, in her 50s or 60s, getting a psychology degree to better her life and situation. And if something like that can happen, the stuff people can work through is amazing. It's really sad that they have to work through it. But the stuff I've seen people go through and still not give up is nothing short of amazing. And I know some people don't have the facilities to deal with it. But no matter how bad your situation is, it in and of itself is no reason to give up. Things can get, they might not, believe me, I understand that, but things can get better. I'm not going to get into details of my life in that depth on the internet, but I know it's nothing compared to some, but I had a pretty rough childhood myself. And yeah, they might not, but things can get better, regardless of how bad they are. Yeah, I know. I had to do that for people who might watch the video later. So my dragon should be secured now. Tootsie the Dragon, after one of my wife's old D&D characters. Oh, fudge.
Shop's open. What do you want?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
It's all worth every cap I'm charging.
Okay, let's sell all my stuff again. The 4-year-old has made a Christmas present for the 2-year-old. Grandma got her a loom for Christmas. Or her birthday, rather. Got her a loom for her birthday. One of those little ones that you make pot holders and stuff on. And the first one was for Mommy, and then one was going to be for Daddy, but we've forgotten about that. So the next one was for little sister, which last night we wrapped it up for Christmas to go under the tree. Now she's making one for Grandma. And we'll see if she ever makes one for Daddy like she'd originally said. I'll probably live if I don't get a pot holder. Probably. No guarantees. But next weekend we're having a thing called Christgiving or Thanksmas or All Relatives Eve. I think I've talked about this before, but my mom got sad that Christmas, like, different people went different directions because everybody's got in-laws and stuff. So she came up with something which is generally between Thanksgiving and Christmas, in which we all get together and do a Christmassy type thing. I've never found a use for stinging barbs that aren't. So next weekend we do a gift exchange, where all the names go in a theoretical hat. They don't really go in a hat. Oh, that's too many fragmentation grenades for you, Trudy. There we go. No. Yes. And we do the gift exchange thing.
But that just looks like junk to me.
Six cans of dog food on the overpass? The one I was just on? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Jamaica Plains. Okay. I'm not gonna go to Jamaica Plains today. I've got to work on Minutemen nonsense. Holy shnikes, I'm already out of time. But that's next weekend when we do the gift exchange. So I told her, when people come over, we'll put the presents for the gift exchange under the tree. And then after that, we'll put our normal presents under the tree so she can put her sister's present under the tree then. Excuse me. I'll try and remember that. But it's time for me to save my game and get off and turn on Skyrim and get on and play for another hour. So I hope you'll switch over for me. People who are not watching me live, please like and subscribe. And maybe send me money, because why not? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I will switch over to Skyrim and play that. So, thanks for watching if you're just watching this.